kitchen. It's Friday. I'm having a, oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot to put my light on here. Boom. Now we're live. We are live in the kitchen. I'm so excited because today is a special day. Let me hit your camera too, girlfriend. We are celebrating the month of August. We're taking the month of August to celebrate our mom. And when I say we, it's myself and my sister Lateasha is joining me in the kitchen today. So we have a full-on what would mom make episode that's happening today. So I'm so excited. So without further ado, people, you've heard me talk about her numerous times on live, particularly the last live when we were talking about random shares and, you know, all that good stuff. But I got to save some of that for later. But I want to welcome my sister to the live kitchen, Lateasha. Woo woo, sister. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. You too, girl. I like your color.
Liking yours?
All right, so we're ready to do this. I left my notes. I just realized I left my notes.
Me too.
And you left your notes. So we got to get our notes because, people, we want to make sure we remember everything we need to remember. Also, I want to make sure I say this right now before she gives me a bad stare. But my daughter Jada is behind the camera and she's operating the cameras for us today. Baby, come around here so they can see your face. Give it up for my baby girl. She's always helping and willing to lend a hand. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
She probably will be testing some of the food or not. I can't say that any of the stuff that we're making today is a special first because they're really not. Okay, sister. So, people, listen. This is what we got to do. We have 1 hour, and we're making like some down-home Southern food today. 1 hour. 1 hour. We're starting with the baked macaroni cheese that you're going to do. I'm going to do some greens, which I'm going to be doing kale greens today. The collards didn't look really good to me, so I'm going to do kale.
Okay.
And not only are we doing that, we're doing fried fish.
Fried fish.
And honey cornbread.
Honey cornbread.
So that's Friday. Sister, this is your first time actually just you and I on the live.
It is.
And so how do you feel?
Fine.
Okay.
I feel fine.
Don't let all these lights and stuff, you know, get in the way.
It's a full-blown studio in here, everyone.
It's a full-on situation. So look, we're going to jump right in. And you know what I also wanted to do? Because sometimes I'm not sure, well, I have to keep walking around. I said I'm going to go live from my phone today so I can see really what's happening without having to walk around. Now, how do I do that? I don't really know. Do I just go to my page? Yeah, I guess I would just go to my page. Paula is on the live. Hey, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Jada, Miss Paula said hi. Paula, I know you want to come over and sample some of the food, Paula. I already know that you want to come over and sample the food, and you actually could come and sample the food, Paula. Rodney Vanderhorst. Hey, Rodney, how are you? Rodney never had kale. Rodney, don't worry. I got you covered. It's good, right? Mm-hmm. Shaniqua, we know Shaniqua, and of course, we know Brotlaw and Shaniqua Nelson. Brotlaw meaning my sister's husband. Give it up for Brotlaw. You know we got to give it up for Brotlaw every week.
And his plate.
And his plate. We got to make sure we send the plate back for Brotlaw because he's on. Our other sister, Corinne, is on the live.
Hi, sister.
Hey, sister. We're going to be doing it like Mama would. So she's down in South Carolina. And then, let's see. Mika said, okay, she's working from home, so she gets to watch the entire show. So Mika's excited.
Mika.
We're happy for Mika. But we got to stop talking because we got to cook all this food.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
sister.
ready.
You're ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she's going to work on the macaroni and cheese, and I'm going to work on the kale.
Okay.
All right? So let's do it. How do you want to? Now, she is really good at macaroni and cheese.
I am.
Like, our mom, Jada's laughing. Jada's like, toot. Like, our mom was known for baked macaroni and cheese. Like, it could be a Wednesday. She could have made lima beans, but she was going to make baked macaroni and cheese. So, my sister has mastered the macaroni and cheese. That's not my thing. So, I love her macaroni and cheese. But then, on the flip side, she likes my macaroni and cheese. So,
it's good.
It's all over to you for the macaroni and cheese. And then I'm going to get started on my base for the greens.
Okay, so I've already pre-boiled my noodles.
Okay.
So I'm just going to drain it and put it inside the pan.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that over here, actually.
And then what I just did in my pot here, I have a big Dutch oven. I'm going to, I just put in some bacon as my base. So Rodney, with kale, the same as what you would do with some collards. I'm just making a base. Now, usually there's like some type of smoked meat that goes into the greens that we prepare. And so I'm just using a smoked bacon because I didn't have any ham hocks. I didn't have any smoked turkey or any of that on hand, but your girl had some bacon. So some bacon just went into the pot, and I'm going to let that render off. And then I have some onions that I'm about to chop and some peppers, celery.
And I can hear Joni now probably saying, no neck bones in the greens.
Our Aunt Joni is just like done with me at this very moment that there is no neck bones, ham hock, or any of that in the greens. And she's done with me because I'm putting in some peppers.
Yes.
Some colorful peppers. She's completely done with this whole situation. But trust me, people, it's going to come together deliciously. Keita's on the live. What's up, Shakita?
Hi, Shakita.
Shakita and I have been friends like forever. And we're like sisters. We're not even friends. So I don't like to say the word friends. But anyway, we went into the military together. And we just spoke to each other yesterday, as a matter of fact. So
hi, Keita.
She's making that macaroni and cheese like Chubby would. In case you're trying to figure out who's Chubby, that's our mom's nickname. Oh, Jada's right here. You guys know Jada is on that production job. She does not play around when it comes to production. So I'm putting some onions here in the pan with the bacon. Those noodles look good already, sister.
Yeah.
Look good. All right. So what else are you going to put in your macaroni and cheese? Because you got to walk us through the steps.
Okay. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add some eggs. So, okay. I'm adding some eggs to the pasta, everyone.
All right. Now, not everyone puts eggs in their macaroni and cheese, but eggs serve as a binder. Some people may put in flour as a binder if you're not big on eggs, but the eggs will help make it more like a custard, and it'll help bind it. So we've always put eggs in our macaroni and cheese. That's like a must. Because again, Joni and Lisa, our Aunt Lisa, would be done with us if we didn't.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have some butter that I'm going to add.
Butter makes it better, people.
It does.
I have celery going in the pot. All right. Jada is definitely on production. She's like, forget these live cameras. Yes. I'm gonna come around the front,
all around.
And y'all just gonna see my back. So, yeah. Okay, she's ready. She's on production. I have some fresh garlic. A couple of cloves of fresh garlic that I'm gonna put in here. Just give it a little smash and peel the skin.
Okay, sister.
Yeah, because that's how we do. A little smash and peel the skin.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do next, first, just let me get this butter nice and in here.
Yeah. That's going to be good too because it's going to melt. Because the butter isn't all the way room temperature just yet. So while it's baking, it's going to melt and just come all the way through that macaroni and cheese. That's
exactly.
All right. And then what type of cheese would you like to use, sister? Mild, sharp? Does it matter?
Well, Mommy always used mild.
Okay.
So typically that's what I use.
And do you, is it cheddar?
Yes.
Do you only use cheddar in yours?
I do.
Okay. You know, I go all out. I'll use some Parmesan in mine sometimes.
Parmesan.
And some Gouda. I like to do a Gouda macaroni and cheese.
And it's good.
A smoked Gouda. And so, you know what? I got one more clove of garlic. I'm just going to put it in. What the heck? It's Friday.
She's just smashing it.
Yep. Keita said she's waiting on the macaroni and cheese.
Okay, Keita.
And then Rodney said that this would be new for him. Celery. Yes, Rodney, celery. Add that celery. If you guys don't cook with celery, because you just started cooking with celery.
Yes.
Rodney, she was not cooking with celery.
Me too, Rodney.
I'm telling you, you start cooking with celery, it is going to change your whole situation. My Aunt Joni is literally, she probably tuned off when I put that celery. She probably tuned off as soon as I put that celery in here. Oh, look at this. If we had smell-o-vision.
It smells so good.
It's delicious. Okay, so what you got now?
So now I have some evaporated milk.
Okay. Oh, that's a key one.
Mommy always said evaporated milk helps the macaroni not be as tough as it could be versus just regular milk, but I use both.
Okay. And I do find that to be true with the evaporated milk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the noodles don't, yeah, but what you just said, don't need for me to repeat it.
Yeah.
But I do find that to be true.
Okay.
All right.
So this is enough for now. So now I have my cheese all cubed.
Okay.
And
wow, you did a good job on cubing that cheese, girl.
thank you.
They are perfectly cubed.
I like to layer my cheese
Okay.
and macaroni, so I'm gonna put some of my cubed cheese in.
Okay. I'm putting in some diced red peppers, Rodney. You probably didn't put that in there either, Rodney, but you know what? It's Friday. We're celebrating our mom, and I'm putting it in. Now, she would have not put in these red bell peppers.
No,
She was not going to put in the red bell peppers. You know what I was thinking about? Okay, so let's go into the encouragement segment for today. So what is so the encouragement segment for today is all about the fond memories, okay? And for us, family and family tradition is really big for our family. What are you looking for?
I was wiping my face.
Oh, okay.
Hot.
Oh, she's getting hot. She's not used to being under all these lights, people.
No, I'm not.
She wouldn't have made it during the last live.
No, I was gonna have to vacate the set.
If you guys were on the last live, look. If you didn't see the last live, go back on the timeline. Check out the live from July. What day did we do that live?
The hot day.
The hot day. The
Yes.
hottest day in July.
Mm-hmm.
Check out that live. It was a full-on situation. It was a sweaty, hot mess. So my sister and I, we sweat a lot. Does KK sweat like that? Our younger sister?
I don't think so. Okay. I have some shredded cheese here too that I'm going to add.
Okay. All right. Thank you, honey. KK, that's our younger sister. Do you sweat like us? I know that's just like off topic, but we have a full on. It doesn't take much for us to get hot.
No.
Okay, so what was I getting ready to say? This is just some pink sea salt, Himalayan sea salt that I'm putting in. Now here's the thing that I'm doing. I was going to make the greens ahead of time and just kind of have it simmering in the background. But I wanted to show you exactly how I prepare my greens because I start out by frying my greens down with the vegetables versus like boiling the smoked meat and then adding the greens to the pot. So
That smells so good.
I love how this smells. And so I just wanted to just show you that little tip. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put it on the back and let it crank up and it'll be, it'll start coming together while we're talking. But back to what I was saying, because sometimes I get off track, people. Low black pepper for the encouragement segment is all about fond memories today, right? And so I wanted to ask you one memory, and don't make us cry in the ugly cry. So it needs to be a happy memory.
Okay.
That you have of Mama, Chubby, Sonia, like a funny memory that you have of her that comes to mind. Or just something like that comes to mind whenever you think of her.
I thought she would you pull up that log.
That's so much.
I know.
That log.
Pertaining to you,
Okay.
I can remember, excuse me y'all, I'm hot, so I have to continuously wipe my face.
She's hot. Now I know this looks like a big thing of cabbage. Greens. But it's going to wilt down very, very quickly. Mika's laughing because you're sweating. Yeah.
Mika, you know I'm a sweater.
Shamika, she's not used to this. You see, I'm not sweating. This is my comfort zone here.
Yes.
So look, I'm just adding it in. So what's one that you have that pertains to me?
Yes, you
Okay.
were such a boy.
I was very much a tomboy growing up.
Yes.
Like climb a tree, hanging out with my cousins.
Yes.
And I mean, who could throw the brick the farthest?
All that.
If we were happy to be throwing bricks at windows, cars, it was just a full on. I was a full on tomboy. But go ahead.
Okay. And I remember this particular day, Mommy was using the bathroom. And she had the upstairs window open for some fresh air.
Okay.
And she could hear you outside the window while she was using the bathroom, and you were about to fight. Because she always fought.
I know you guys don't believe it.
Yes.
But
Don't let the little dress fool you.
Okay, and then what?
I was downstairs minding my business, probably polishing my nails or
Probably,
something.
because it was too much. She was all into makeup, and there was just too much going on back then. But
Mommy was like, go outside and get Peggy. I can hear her through the back door window. She's about to fight. And ladies and gentlemen, she had on roller skates.
oh,
You
this is
remember
on
that day
this
on
is on
Cromwell
Alley. Let me tell you
Yes.
about Cromwell Alley. And if anybody's still living down on Cromwell Alley, those were projects down there. And let me tell you, we moved to this particular project, and people would test your project gangster. Okay?
Yes.
And so the initiation was whether or not you were afraid. So basically, I had to prove that I wasn't afraid and I could hold my own down there on those there projects.
Yes, you got project-ish all the time.
I remember that because these girls literally wanted to come and fight me. I was minding my business. I was out there being a tomboy on my roller skates.
On your roller skates.
And they came with a posse wanting to fight me. Now, who would want to fight me? That's just rude. And so I did have to, there was no time to think, okay?
No. And so I went outside to get her, and she was in these girls' face on her roller skates.
That gave me more height.
Yeah.
It probably made me feel more confident too.
Yes.
So,
And you got in trouble.
I did.
Yes.
Because my mom wasn't about that life.
No.
She was not about that life. My dad was about that life.
Yes.
My dad was about that life.
Yes.
So, but anywho, it was one of those things. People will test you, and I had to prove myself that particular day. That's what was happening.
Okay. But
Okay.
she got
I got in trouble.
spanking.
I got in trouble because
Yeah.
our mom didn't play that. Now my aunt Joni,
Medea?
she would have went out there with me.
Yeah.
She would have been out there. She would have took off my rollerblades and probably threw it at the kids.
Yeah.
I remember that day, but you know what I also remember?
What?
I was scared as I don't know what.
On the skates?
Yeah, because it was a posse of girls. They were already there on the project, and I was the new girl. You know, trying to feel my way through. So they were trying to initiate me.
Oh, one day a set of twins or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
If y'all are on this live, no, I'm just playing. I can't think of her name.
I
right
can't
now.
remember their names either.
Okay, so
But anyways, yes.
I got myself in trouble.
She got in trouble. But that was so funny because Mommy was minding her business too,
Yeah.
using the bathroom, and she could hear you
Hoodlum.
outside the window.
Hoodlum, being hoodlum-like. Now, let me tell you a couple things that I'm doing here with these greens.
Okay.
I added in a little balsamic vinegar. That's like
Okay.
a secret little ingredient of mine. Again, my Aunt Joni, no point of reference.
She's saying, what are they
What's happening?
doing?
What's happening? And I'm
Yeah.
going to put in a little bit of apple cider vinegar or a lot, because a lot dripped in there, because that's going to help tenderize it.
Okay, and then I'm going to add in some pepper.
Okay? And I'm
And-
adding in water.
Yeah. So everybody typically season their macaroni the way that they want to,
Yeah.
but everyone uses like the basic salt, pepper. So I dip and dab with stuff with my macaroni.
Because you put Italian seasoning in yours.
I put Italian seasoning in it
Now,
sometimes
you know
too.
Joni wasn't having that.
Yeah.
Now, I learned this from you, to put in a little bit of sugar in my greens.
Yeah.
It takes the bite off just a little bit. The balsamic vinegar is going to do that too, because as it reduces down, it's going to render off a sweetness. You see, I said stuff like render off, like we're on the Food Network.
Yeah.
When it reduces down, it's going to render off
Yeah,
sweetness.
render off. Render off the sweetness.
You chefs on here think I didn't know what that meant? So,
Okay.
okay.
And I'm going to add, some more.
Oh yeah, my friend some more.
If you're watching, I'm
she would come to, we would, some more, Shakita, Lakia, April, Tavia, we all are still really good friends, but some more did not like that my mom put mustard in macaroni and cheese. No. But we're putting it in there today some more.
Yeah.
So
a little mustard.
She's on vacation this week. She told me to upload this video to you.
She said to upload?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my greens are pretty much, this is going to like just come together and saute. So I'm going to crank it up a little bit, and I have to put enough liquid in here because if not, these greens won't be tender. And so when we do our taste, we're going to be pretending like it's good.
And I don't want to eat no bland greens.
We don't want to eat hard, bland greens.
No.
So I also put in a couple of dashes of hot sauce earlier. I'm going to put a little bit more because it's really just for the flavor. All this is, and this is that good old-fashioned TP hot sauce right there. And so now I'm going to put these greens on the stove because that's going to cook a little bit faster, sister. So I'm going to swap, put this on the stove, put the lid on, and get these greens cranking.
Okay, and meantime, I'm still mixing this macaroni.
Yep.
And I'm adding more seasoning. Again, everyone seasons their macaroni a little differently.
Shaniqua went on and told a full-on story, and Corinne on their comments. I'm going to have to read it a little bit later. Rodney for sure has a lot to say. Rodney, we're just glad you're here. Yes. And let's see. Who else is on here? Everybody's on here today. I'm just happy.
Hi, everybody.
Who do we have on yours? We got to check that out in a minute. Okay, so we're going to keep moving right along. I have a funny story.
Your auntie.
My auntie's on here?
On mine too. Joan.
Joan is on there. Joni, we know you're just done with us. We know.
Yeah.
We're okay with that. She told me yesterday, first off, our food doesn't go. Like, you're going to go live with that? Because that don't match. She straight up said this to me.
Yeah.
She said, you're going to, this is mixed up. You sound like so-and-so with your food. Joni, we're going to eat this food in your face, okay? Now, I do have a funny story about our mom when it comes to her. And I thought about it because we're going to be making cornbread here in a minute.
Okay.
So, I'll never forget this day. My sister,
me?
Yeah, my bad. I forgot.
Okay.
I always talk about
I'm here.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
She was mixing up some cornbread. She had just moved into...
I know what you're saying.
She had just moved into her new place, right? And so she was making Sunday dinner. And so we're sitting around and she's like, I'm going to throw in some cornbread with this dish. And so, sounds like a normal idea. So what do you need for cornbread? You need your base, your cornbread, your cornmeal, or whatever box cornbread mix you're going to use.
Right.
You need a little milk.
Right.
What else is on the thing? A little bit of oil. And most times people will add in an egg because the egg is going to help make it rise.
Right.
So she was like, I don't have any eggs. Don't worry. I won't worry about it.
Yeah.
And Mama was like, honey, you're going to need to put an egg in there because that's not going to rise. And she was adamant about it. It'll be fine. This cornbread is going to taste just fine. So she was like, well, if you want a cookie. So we sat there. I couldn't wait. We sat there and watched that cornbread be just as flat as a pancake.
And y'all were waiting.
We were waiting because we knew that cornbread was not going to rise. And we just got a good laugh out of that because that cornbread went nowhere. She had a nice flaky cookie. Is what you had. That was so funny to me. All right, so anywho, let me keep moving along.
Okay, and so I'm gonna put like a layer of cheese on the top.
Okay, and then we gotta get your macaroni
in the oven.
Yep. Yeah. I forgot we have a whole another situation we gotta make.
Right.
Okay. All right, so while she's doing that, what I'm gonna do is I'll bring over my pan for the fish, because people, again, we have a full-on meal for you guys. You thought you would just come in here to just see some little snacks and good to do. No, we have a full-on meal situation, okay? Corinne, we don't know what's happening. Jean is on. Hey, Jean.
Hi, Jean.
That's my friend Jean. She's out of Long Island, New York is in the house, and Brooklyn's in.
Okay.
Too much? Too much?
No.
Okay. So Jean is on. You guys have to check out Jean's her new show on Facebook. It's called Real Talk. Real Talk, okay, people? She doesn't want you coming on there if you're really not about the real talk life. Okay? Jean is about the real talk. She was on with me back in June virtually because we know a lot is happening, so we were limiting our travel and things like that. But you guys have to check out her show on Facebook. Now I'll be joining her soon too on her show. Okay. All right, sisters. So we're gonna get your stuff in the oven. Yep. All right. So we're moving right along. Before you guys know it, it's gonna be a full-on meal happening right here before your eyes, people. So now, what do we have? What am I doing? Oh,
About to fry some fish?
yeah, we're gonna fry some fish. You're gonna put that in the oven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a pan just in case that macaroni spills over.
Okay.
We got a pan underneath it in the oven.
Okay.
That's a good little tip for you guys. That's free. I gave that free. Whenever you have a dish, put a pan in the oven so if it boils over, it'll spill over rather. It'll just spill in the pan and not in your actual oven to clean up. All right, so we're moving right along, people. Okay, I have another funny moment that happened with this sister right here as it relates to my mom. So,
Just talk about me.
yeah, I talk about her.
In my face.
So I will never forget, she was probably about Jada's age, 14, 15. And she started deciding that, you know what, hey Krista's on, and Cheryl's on. Cheryl's in the house. Woo! So Lateasha decided that I'm 15 now, or 14, I don't know what age she was. Whatever the age was, or maybe I was that age. I don't know. But she decided that, you know what, I'm grown now. All this listening to you is old. Okay. This is old. And so this particular day, we're just hanging out, just a normal day. And she said, you know what, no, I'm not listening to you. And so my mom wasn't playing like you. It was no game. There was no games. Like no games. And so I can't remember. I don't remember if I blacked out or she blacked out, if everyone blacked out, because the room just got dark. And you know how when we're young, or I don't know your situation, but for us, like you could get a switch brought to your back, a belt, whatever. Well, we didn't really get a belt. I never got a belt or anything, so that's not my story, so I can't say that. But normally she would just look at you. Like that was enough for me. The look she gave you was enough for me. Not her, because she said, you know what? I'm grown now. I'm not listening to you. The next thing I remember, I thought she was going out for a switch.
Jada, are you laughing at your auntie?
She went out and got a log. My mom went out and got a log. First off, I don't know where the log came from.
You know, there's no trees. There's no trees.
And there's no trees on the project. So where she got this log,
It's questionable.
it's very questionable. Thank you, Jada. It's very questionable. But she came back in with the log, and we were in the kitchen, and Tisha is not backing down, even with the log. She's not backing down. So
Are you about to help me with a log?
she is taking the log and swinging it. Right? It's like full on. You're going down. I'm thinking to myself, this can't be normal behavior.
Challenge.
So
it's not.
I'm thinking my sister's gonna die. At this point, I see a log coming, and so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my sister's gonna die. But then I'm also thinking, oh, I could probably get her room. So I was kind of like in and out, what I should do. So I jump in the middle. I just jump out of nowhere, and the log comes across my back and makes it, and I get hit in the back. It was a full-on situation. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Were you scared? Well, you
It's a log.
Not at first.
When the log came, as I saw it coming down.
Yeah, so you're like right here. And the log, do you remember me in the middle? Because I was I was probably a little bit shorter than you. And so the log is coming. What are your thoughts when the log is coming?
Like, she's really going to help me with this log.
Wow.
Like,
Bam.
yeah.
I will never forget that.
And where did she get that log?
I don't know. If you could send us a letter from heaven, tell us where you got that near a chair.
I remember that.
Right? So if you ever thought at any point in your life, even as an adult, that you were going to get kind of sideways cocky or grown, even as an adult, you're still not grown to your parents.
No.
She had that law. She had that law. All right, sister.
So, I remember.
You know what? We got to get the fish over here, too.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So look, we have some catfish that we have seasoned up, and we're going to get it battered. Oh, you know we got to get the cornbread going too. Oh yeah, we have a lot going on.
We do. So I can start mixing this.
Okay, so if you want to bring the cornbread over, we can show them what we do.
Okay.
Okay, before we get into the fish, let me tell you what we're going to do with the cornbread. So this is my secret recipe, people. Listen, don't tell anybody that I'm sharing this with you. This recipe is going in my cookbook, so you're the first ones to get to see me. No, actually, I think I might have prepared this at one at a time. But still, you're special, okay? This here recipe is going in my cookbook. I'm bringing my voice down low because that's when you're about to tell a secret. So now, you start with whatever base mix that you typically will have. Now, this is a really quick shortcut cornbread. I know so start with your regular cornbread base. To get the crispy ends on the cornbread, we're going to put eggs in. We're not going to do like Lateasha did and not put it in. Okay. But we're going to use a cast iron skillet. And
I think my cornbread came out good that day. It was
I'm sure,
but
I'm sure you got it good. What I want to do to get the crispy ends on the cornbread, I'm going to put some butter in my cast iron, and I'm going to stick this in the oven. And so the butter will melt, and then when we pour the batter in, all that batter is going to come up to the end of the thing. So we'll just stick this in for a couple of minutes, and the butter will melt. So in here, she's going to put in, you have the base for the mix. We have 2 eggs.
Okay. 2 eggs.
Okay. I took some butter. I have more butter because butter makes it better, people. No judgment zone. This is my kitchen. I'm trying to show you my secret. I took some butter and I have them cubed. So again, while it's baking, it will melt throughout the cornbread. All right? Then what we're going to do is add in some milk. I have a mixture of almond milk and a little bit of heavy cream. And then it wouldn't be honey cornbread without honey. So just a little bit. So I'm going to pour in some honey. And then she's going to put in some cream corn. That's the ringer. That's the ringer dinger. So pour in that cream corn. If you don't add cream corn into your cornbread, give it a try. This is an award-winning cornbread. What award did it win? My family's heart. I just made that up. I just made that up right there on the fly. So, what did you say, Jada? Clearly. Jada said clearly because she said there was no award being won for that cornbread, but that's in my mind. So we're going to give that a good mix. And then we're going to take that hot skillet and we're going to pour it in. Jada, you might want to get a shot of this cornbread going in. Krista's done. Krista, I don't know if you remember this. Krista and Lateasha were friends since what? How old are you guys?
We were sophomores in high school.
Sophomores. Krista probably was your friend that day you were going to die.
She probably
was your friend during that time frame that death was upon you.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do that, and then while she's getting the cornbread in, I have a dredge of some all-purpose flour, and then I took my seasoning that I used to season my fish. I took some of the leftover seasoning because I had extra, and then I had a little bit of cornmeal mix. So I'm going to give this all a little stir. Now Lisa makes some really good fish.
Lisa makes a lot of good at everything.
Our Aunt Lisa is like, now she's the queen cook person. She runs kitchens and stuff down in that area, and she's been cooking all her life. Since we were little kids, she would always make like
some grown lady
army-sized meals. Well, she is a grown lady now, right? But it just seemed kind of abnormal back then. Like she was just making like huge meals. And she still does to this day. So if you're looking for a good caterer down in Charleston, we need to put you guys on to our Aunt Lisa.
Make some
Okay?
awesome.
You want to bring it over here? You can sit it right here. Jada, take a. a moment, people. This is a moment. So stay with us. Let us get a little moment of silence. Cornbread goes in. Take that butter and swirl it. Oh, that's hot to
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
Lord. Lord.
She's about to have an accident on the set.
She's sweating and accident prone here. Okay, so now we're going to take it and we're just going to pour that in. Do you have it on convection?
Yeah.
So put it on 400. Okay. Stop it and then put it on 400. Convection. Convection bake. Up top. One more. No, convection bake. Up. Oh, yeah. So stop. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I gotta start recording.
Okay.
People, don't be afraid to turn your ovens up.
Yes.
Okay. We know 350 is the norm for
A lot of things.
folks. I won't say what kind of folks, but turn your ovens up if you need to. I don't want to make the same mistake she did and touch this handle for the skillet. And so look, let me bring this. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer because I want people to see what's happening around that rim. Can you see around the rim of this hair situation? All of that is going to be bubbling and delicious.
I know I want to eat this greens.
Joni is saying something over there.
It smells good.
Let's see. So that's going in.
She said I was going to have an accident.
Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
all good, Auntie.
Yeah, she was going down.
Yeah.
Okay. Sister, you know what you can do is get a drink before
it's paint?
faint.
Yeah.
I can't. Not on the set. We can't have it.
Yes.
So here we go. I'm going to set up my dredging station for the fish. So we have,
Would you like some?
yeah, give me a little, I'll take some tea.
Okay.
I made a tea with some, I have some green tea with some pineapples and some frozen pineapples, some frozen peaches and plums, and then I added in some honey.
Well, why did you offer me water?
I just said, that is kind of, my bad. I thought you could just go in and get whichever one you wanted.
I mean, I know I'm hot.
Yeah, I just was thinking hydration. I was thinking you just need to be hydrated at this point.
Okay, thank you. I mean, but you got this fancy tea.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
bottoms up, sister. Oh, and I put in a couple of sprigs of mint.
Well, I'll drink my water.
Okay, so we have. Okay, so what else do we have? We got the greens going. The macaroni is going. We cranked that up because really the macaroni is done. We're just bringing it all together.
Right.
The cornbread will be done in a couple of minutes. I'm going to start the dredge on this, and then you said you had a story.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I remember another story about you.
Okay.
Because Mommy made me take you everywhere.
She didn't like it.
She was annoying. Everybody know about annoying little sister or brother.
She didn't like it.
No, not at first.
Yeah.
And fix her hair. Which was this much.
I had a little hair situation back in the day, people. Okay? We were using a lot of that blue grease. That blue,
Yes.
what do you call that grease? Black magic?
Something.
Whatever
that
grease.
grease too.
I had a little hair situation. Okay?
So I was mad this morning. You know what I'm. Do y'all know those the curlers, what you
The
call
hot combs.
Yeah, you put on the stove.
You remember the hot combs and you had to get the kitchen back here?
Yeah.
So you were going down you were just going down.
Yeah,
to
but
the
no,
ground.
this particular morning I took
No, it wasn't a hot comb, it was the
curler.
curler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it on the stove and
She left it on too long. She left the thing on the stove.
Gone.
I had a cute bag. I was
Yeah.
going to school probably with a little cardigan because you know how she used to dress
brown
up.
and everything. Gone.
She took the whole bang was gone.
Gone.
She was then almost gone again.
Yeah, so once again,
Death was upon her.
death was upon me.
I don't even remember what she said after that. There was a lot of yelling. There was a lot of yelling.
And hitting.
And
Don't leave that part
I
out.
forgot. I was trying to, because people were like, wow, they have such a violent family. I was going to leave that part out. Okay, so I dragged that was a situation.
Yes.
Did I even go to school?
Yes, with
That you know, every time I see a hot curler today, I think twice
Well,
because of that. Again,
this is the karma.
Exactly.
Karma.
Boom. That's what happens.
Karma.
That's
Yeah.
what happens when you're trying to do that to me.
Yes.
Okay, so look, people, we're moving right along.
And I'm hot, y'all.
She's hot.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving right along. So, speaking of hot, I got a hot topic for you.
Okay.
Now, I know you all remember, well, if you don't remember, I need you to go back to the live from last time because I reintroduced the random share to you guys. So, if you're new to random shares is just like what we're doing right now. We're just sharing random stories, random things that may have happened to you throughout the week, throughout your lifetime, things that make you say, ha, 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 just laugh out loud. So remember I told you during the last live, or again, if you didn't see the last live, go back to the last live, people. We need you to stay up and current. We're on episode 39 now. That was episode 38. I was sharing a story about Lateasha and her new work equipment, right? And I was sharing with you that she is taking all the necessary precautions when it comes to this here coronavirus.
Yes.
Right? And so, to the tune of, she sent me a picture of her new gear. And most of us are going out with a mask, right? Pretty common.
Yes.
Some people have theirs with the, you know, signs on them and things like that. Well, she has that, but then she also has another layer that she goes into work with. And now, a shield, right? And you're saying, is she a welder? Does she work for the dentist's office? No. This is just, she's an agent at the airport. And so, it just so happens she kept her shield in the car. Can you show them your shield? Can you just show them the shield? Because they might have thought,
they had it in the car, and the sun melted it some. But this
can you just put it on for them?
Yes.
Wow. Now, doesn't this look, Jada, do you see the situation?
Jada,
Doesn't this look safe to you all? Doesn't this look like nothing is going to happen to me? So if you guys thought that I was exaggerating with regards to her work, so when you're at work, are people they just talk to you like normal?
and I talked to them. I said, "Hey, how can I help you?"
So your lashes aren't impacted or anything?
No.
Wow. You have to take it off. But so at any point, do you ever feel like you work for the dentist's office?
No.
Welding?
Look, no.
Okay.
I don't want anything splashing in my face.
So, again, if you guys thought I was exaggerating the last time, if you think I'm telling you stories about my family that I just can't make this stuff up. I was just so impressed that I really thought it was given to you.
No.
She bought it. I forgot that part now.
I did.
She bought this. So I thought it was a part of her new uniform.
No.
She bought it.
Yeah.
All right, so I think this oil is ready.
I think so too.
I can smell it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the fish in. You want to check the greens, sister? Again, this is just some catfish. I did my own blend of seasonings, and I dredged it in flour, some leftover seasoning, and some cornmeal. All right, this is the action. It's definitely ready, sister. All right, people, this is all coming together. Boom, in the pan. This is a lot of live action happening for you all. Boom, in the pan. Let's see, Krista again, she's done. Krista's done with that mask.
I'm going to send you one, Krista.
Krista, she's sending you a mask. So don't worry, she's sending you one. You're going to be safe like her. She said you're so serious about the mask. Yes, she is.
Melted and all.
It melted, but she doesn't care. She's going to
I'm
still
going
wear
to
it.
wear it until I get my new one.
Yeah, she said safety first. Paula is saying, you know what, Meme is on here too. Meme is our younger cousin on our dad's side down in South Carolina. Hey, Meme, how are you doing, honey? She said she was on the phone. The Nelson sisters are extremely low. We're low? All this time? Girl, can y'all hear us? I didn't know we were low.
Really?
Jada, they're saying we're low.
Low on what?
Volume.
Jada said low on what? Are we low?
Low
I hope
on what?
I hope you guys can hear us because we've been talking all this time. Me and we're so happy you told us. I hope they can hear us just fine.
Yeah.
Can you check the her low. Yeah, turn it. There we go. Now it's up. I hope she can hear us. Because
Me,
can you hear us? Yeah. Okay, well look. Oh, Gloria is on. Whoop whoop. How are you? That's our Uncle Ray, is her husband. That's my mom's oldest brother. And he's the oldest sibling. Period.
Blase.
Blase is his name. Joan said she can hear us. Miriam said she can hear us now. Whew, girl, I was a little nervous because I got a new mic situation, and I was thinking to myself, is the mic not working? Asia's in the house. Asia. That's my niece. That's my sister's daughter. We don't know why she's not here today because she could have been here. So.
And she would have brought her dog.
Yeah, she had a cute little dog. We got a new little cousin in the family. We have pets on this side of the world, and so we treat them like humans. Yeah, we do. So we're just letting you know that in case you want to come up. You know what we're going to do too? Because you guys are probably thinking this is not going to come together, but it is. How the greens looking, sister?
Good. And smelling good too.
Thank you. Now, you know what else we can do? I should have done this earlier. So I have some fresh rosemary and thyme. I'm going to put it in with the oil, and it's going to give it a nice fragrance. It's going to flavor the oil, basically. Ooh, and make it jump. Joni's done.
She's about to burn me up.
And then, you know what else we're going to do? Because we're going to have everything plated.
So
We're going to move things out. And then you see this board? We're going to use this cutting board to help us plate everything up. So look, people, you got people coming over to your house and you want to, have a nice little presentation. That's all fine and dandy. Give a couple little lemon pieces like this here. I know it probably doesn't look like much right now. Or I don't even know if you can really see the situation. But here, put a little bit of rosemary on the board. Can you see the picture that's coming through here, sister? Can you see? You're picking up on what I'm putting out?
I see. You're so fancy.
Okay. So we got a little bit of mint, some rosemary, and some lemon wedges, right? So we're going to put the fish, in order to catch some of that grease, we're going to put the fish on a plate with a napkin, and then right on the board. So it's going to be served right from the board, people. That's right. Now this fish is really cooking. Angie's in the house. Angie is our Aunt Angie too. So, Angie and Cheryl, both are on here. I'm probably going into a long story, but there was no need to go into a long story. They're our aunts, and we just love them. So let me give this plate a little rinse, because I'm trying to say, we've been using a lot of dishes today, and we're trying to now reduce, because it's almost time to plate things up. All right? Let me put this thing together. Do you know the story with Corinne? Does you remember? With Mommy?
Kiki was good at everything.
Yes, she was.
Feathers, the fire truck, the everything.
Yeah. So our younger sister, oh my gosh, she was probably
The most nervous child in the world.
I've never seen a nervous child like that in my life. And they used to shelter her. Who was afraid of a feather?
Her.
Who? And then I don't get it. Like, you're afraid of a feather? We had to go outside with her because a bird. I mean, it was so much. And I'll never forget getting in trouble one time for her because she went into the television. Somehow, you had those floor model televisions. Somehow she ended up turning that television off, and she was a little girl. And something happened with the television that wouldn't come back on, and I got in trouble for her. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
I do appreciate that.
Again.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this fish, sister.
That's good. I'm looking.
You're finally here for a full-on meal. Well, you did come one other time.
Yeah.
Okay, people, so the fish is coming together. Sister, can you get some paper towels for this so when it comes out I can sit it right on there? I want to give you a couple of updates. So if you're on my newsletter feed or contact list, you got your March. No, we're not in March. We're in August. Yeah, we're in August. You would have received your August newsletter. And I have a lot of exciting things that's happening in August because this month, again, like I said at the top of the hour, I'm kicking off a new,
Let me just fold it.
yeah, that's fine. Because I'm going to take it off. I just wanted to soak.
Okay.
I'm kicking off the month with Lateasha here in the kitchen. And then throughout the month, I'm going to be in the kitchen with my Aunt Joni. Woo! So Joni is going to show us how she makes her famous crab and shrimp salad. So we're going to be doing that. Aunt Lisa will be in the house. So she is going to be showing us how we make a traditional red rice. Red rice is very popular if you're from the Charleston area. And so we're going to be making that rice. It's really good. It has sausage and onions and... Lisa, do you put... She probably doesn't put bell pepper in hers. Isn't that the base? No?
I don't know if she puts in hers.
Okay. So anywho, red rice. Lisa's going to be preparing the red rice for us. So... And then we have a new member of our family, Danielle Nelson. She's going to be, she just recently got married into the family, and we treat everybody's family. We don't care if you got married in the family, if you left the family, everybody's family. So Danielle is going to be on, and she's going to be making her stuffed peppers. And then my niece Asia, I think she kicked me to the curb. She was going to be making her yams, right?
Yeah.
But I think she kicked me to the curb. So she may or may not be with us making yams for the month. So stay tuned to the social media feed. So you'll see those videos coming out. So I'm so excited that all the ladies in our family will be able to share with you something that is so important to our family, and that's surrounding ourselves with food and, just creating fond memories with one another and family love. So we definitely show love through our family, through our cooking.
Yeah.
Right? Would you agree?
I agree.
Okay. Let's see, what else we got going on? Oh, speaking of food, we lost a light back there. So they got a little dark in here, people. It's because my light just went out in the back. Make sure you check out the food blog. So I have a lot of my food that I'm putting out there for you all, and not exact recipes, but more so little inspirational nuggets for you, okay, people? Because I don't measure stuff, okay? So if you're looking for an exact measurement, two teaspoons of this, a cup of that, wrong girl. But if you want a little cooking inspiration, then definitely go out on the food blog, and I'm sharing again my food.
That looks good.
And my love. So that's out there on my food blog, and you can find that out on ShaniquaCousins.com, people. It's ShaniquaCousins.com. Look at this fish. I know you guys, I know you wish you were here. I know.
That looks good.
I know you're wishing you were here. Paula, I know you wish you were here, honey. But you're not. So we're going to take this fish out. How's that macaroni looking? Ooh,
Good.
it's looking good. Look at that cornbread. Everything is coming together. So look, I'm going to put the last 2 pieces of fish in there.
That looks so
What do we have on your side over there? What are they saying over there? All right, I'm going to put the last 2 pieces of fish in. What's happening? Probably something Joan is
Your
saying.
uncle.
Uncle Ray?
He's riding his bike.
So Charlie is our mom's second to youngest brother. So let's go down the list. So we have Uncle Ray, who's married to Gloria. Right now, Aunt Gloria right now. And then, not like, I didn't even say right now, but you know what I'm saying. And then it was my mom. And then we have Aunt Joni, Lisa, Charlie, Lil John. And I'll tell you a story about Lil John in a minute. And then Barry. Those are my grandparents' 7 kids. Sort of, kind of. So, I grew up all my life with Lil John. What is Lil John's real name?
John.
John? Oh, yeah.
John.
So, now, he's our uncle, period, point blank. But what I later found out is that Lil John was somebody else's son. Right? Did you know that story? He came over and kind of never went. Oh, and Tasha.
Yeah.
And then Tasha. No, it's a lot. It's going to be another story. But Tasha, too. Because so Tasha comes before Barry, right?
No.
After Barry? Tasha's younger than Barry?
Yes.
Okay, and then our Aunt Tasha. So, but Lil John literally just came over.
Yeah, he just
And never went back.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Tasha is our aunt. She's down in South Carolina, too. She just moved back there because Tasha was living in
New York.
Well, no, she went somewhere else. Was it New York?
Louisiana.
she's originally from New York.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're one big old family. All right, so I'm flipping this over, and then, okay, yeah, I'm flipping this over. Yeah. All right. Let me see, we're almost done, people. This is coming together, and we are literally at the hour mark. So just hang in there with us just for a couple more minutes, and you're going to see this whole thing really come through. So I'm going to dump this stuff out right here. Let's see, who do we have? He said delivery boy John. Yep, he's a delivery boy. Why did they call him delivery boy John? Charlie. Let's see, Sarah Latson.
Hi, Van.
Hey, Van. She said everything is looking good. And then John Sanders. Joni told me John, Lil John's real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew his last name, but I don't know why I was thinking his name was Lil John Sanders. I keep forgetting. You know, you just make stuff up. Everybody, just about everybody in our family has a nickname.
Lil John was the original Lil John and the East Side Boys.
Really?
Really?
Oh, wow. Okay. So the east side that she's referring to is the east side of town where we used to live.
Yeah.
And where we grew up. So now, I know you thought this bowl was going away, but you know what we're going to do, sister?
What?
Put some of the greens in the bowl.
Okay.
And so we can bring the greens over to the whole situation. I mean, you can just put some in here when you think the greens are just about done.
Okay.
And then we're going to take the cornbread. You see this fish? You know, it's already nice and dried out. You got to take some of that extra oil off. I'm going to put it up here ever so gently, Jane. You see what I'm doing? Ever so gently. Just placing the fish on the board. You see that? All right?
So we're going to let this greens cook down just a few more minutes.
Did you taste it? We don't know what those greens are about to taste like.
Yes.
We don't know what it's about to taste like. So you know what we're doing? We're walking by faith.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm making greens literally in an hour. And that's like almost not even heard of where we come from. Okay?
So let's see.
She's the brave one. This is the brave sister. The one who was talking back to the mom and almost got killed with the board. Good?
It's seasoned very good. We just need to let it cook down a little bit more to get a little bit more tender.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to plate it up, and then we're going to eat it, and we're going to act like it's tender.
Okay.
And when we turn off the camera, we're going to let that stuff really cook that down. You know that they don't make that stuff. You know we don't have no crew back here. We're trying to impress you all in an hour, and our greens aren't tender. Okay, so the cornbread, you know what I'm going to do? Just keep that in there for just a second. I'm going to add just a little bit more butter to the top.
Okay.
Just a little bit more butter. Because butter makes it better, people. Butter makes it better. And it's going to give it a nice brown top. We're going to show you all the whole situation, so don't be thinking you're missing out on it. We got you. The macaroni, oh my gosh, you got to take that macaroni over to the people so they can see it.
Yeah.
It looks
Give the
delicious.
macaroni a little longer, just a little bit longer.
Just hang in there with us for just a little bit longer, people. Look at this fish. Oh my gosh.
Now that looks good, sister.
Thank you. Just sit the fish on here. All right. Okay, sister, we're going to bring our plates over. I'm going to take this board over because I need you guys to see a close-up of this here fish. The presentation doesn't look exactly like I want it, but you get the gist of what I'm doing here. Look at this fish. You see it? Sarah, do you see this fish? Joni, do you see the fish? That you're thinking is your whatever you're thinking, Joni. We don't know what you're thinking. We have no clue. She told us earlier that our food didn't match. What kind of stuff is that? What kind of support is that, Joan? Okay, so we got our fish. I'm going to move the cornbread, move this off, because this is hot too. I'm going to put it over here. Lord, we forgot we were talking to you. We just left the set. Our bad.
We just in the kitchen.
Sorry, because we're live. We're really in the kitchen. So we completely forgot, people. All right. So now, we got that. Dust this off here. All right, people, this is all crack-a-lacking.
Okay.
We are so happy that you have joined us here today. We are Yeah, we're just happy. I was about to, you know, make up something, but I decided not to. Let's see. So she's plating up the greens. We're going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move over this fish a little bit because we can put the macaroni over here too. Because you need a spot for the macaroni.
Yes.
So, again, people, get yourselves some nice cutting boards. Or actually, I can put some of the fish on the plate because we're actually about to eat it.
So it's this is not.
Yep. And you can just put the greens right over here too.
Okay.
Boom. So we got some greens. We got the fish. And we'll get that macaroni and cheese out here. This is all just, we just wish you guys were here. So we got the fish. Ooh, look at that. Sister, this is looking delicious.
It does.
Jada, come and look at this macaroni and cheese, honey. Ooh. And then the cornbread, we can take that out too and just sit it right here. Do you all see the situation that's happening right here? Do you see it? Wow, right there. Just put it right there so just keep it warm. Boom. Now we can't forget that this stuff is hot. And mess around and touch one of these handles, that would be a situation. Wow, look at that. Woo! We did this in an hour, people. Sister, right there. Look at that. Look at our food. We are, I don't know what to do right now other than dig in.
Eat it.
Yeah, we're going to be digging in. Okay.
Sarah said, can we mail her a plate?
Sarah, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. Who was Sarah?
Van.
Van. That's it. I didn't even know your name was Sarah. Everyone has a nickname. That macaroni and cheese. Jada, you are doing good on this production, girl. Look at you. Look, sometimes I forget I'm live because I'm just going in talking. My baby girl. Oh, guess what? Can I tell them?
What?
About the YouTube?
Sure.
Don't act so like you. So, can we give it up for my baby girl? So let me tell you. She set a goal for herself. She is literally a filmmaker in production. So when I say she's on production, she really is. Her dream is to become a filmmaker, an actor, a producer, an executive. This is her goal. But she has her YouTube channel, and she just started getting active on her YouTube channel. So she's been becoming more creative, and she set a goal for herself to reach 100 subscribers, which was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And now she's at 70 subscribers, so we are just like,
Go Jada.
so
Go
good.
Jada. Go
Boom,
Jada.
boom,
Go
boom.
Jada.
So the one thing that I always express to her, and especially in the social media generation, we're on social media right now too, and that's a good thing. But we don't want to get caught up in numbers. We want to get caught up in producing good quality content that's going to somehow edify and uplift people, okay? So I always tell her, don't get caught up with numbers. And it's good to set goals, but also be really focused on creating good content. So I'm just so happy for her. She hit the goal. So we're celebrating that. And she has a birthday coming up. She's going to be 16 in a few weeks. I know. I can't believe she's going to be 16.
My baby girl.
I know. All right, so sister, we're going to have to eat. Jada, I know you don't want to test any of this, basically. She might eat some. She's not big on, if it was rice, she would be testing it. So basically, you know what we moms do. I made her a pot of rice and some chicken earlier, and she'll eat that a little bit later. And then, oh, excuse me. We're going to have to get in here, sister.
So we're going to use.
Yeah, so I got my fork. We got napkins that we're about to sit to the table because you know what? When this hair thing goes off, we will. Okay, sister, so you want to plate up the dish out the macaroni and cheese? I feel like this is a moment. Like okay.
Should we say grace?
I mean, whatever, sister. I just feel like they need to see this macaroni. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so we got the greens. Oh, I need a thing for the I need a knife for the.
This is really cheesy. And
So that's okay. She said it could go in just a little So this is TV. This is live. I mean,
Okay.
don't worry about it. They're fine. I put a little piece of lemon by your thing, or whatever, Mom. We got a little bit of greens. Yes, Joni, we're putting the greens on the plate. And I like to have colorful peppers in my greens because I like to have a lot of color when I eat. Yep, right there. The greens, I put a little bit on there. Okay. A little wedge of the lemon for my fish. And then we move this over. And then we gotta cut this here cornbread. I was trying to really talk and stall for a second. That cornbread just kind of like, it just had to rest for like, just a couple seconds. Because it's hot. So it might fall apart just a little, but you know what? It's going to be delicious.
I'm sure it will be.
Okay. Whoa, sister. What are we going to do with ourselves besides eat this food? Ooh, I forgot the handle again. I caught myself. Ooh. Okay, sister. All right, you got to come around because they're going to want to see this whole. We know you all wish you were here. We know you do. So do we just a little quick little prayer? No. All right. Okay. All right, you going in? Just going in. Okay. We're going to go in. Look at the. I got to show them this. Okay. I can't not show you the cheese factor that's happening on this macaroni and cheese. I can't not. Yolanda, yes, this looks delicious.
Oh, it is.
Do you all? I know you all can see this. I can stand back here and you can see this cheese factor on this here macaroni. Sister, this is good looking. Let's taste it. Let's taste it.
I did already without you.
She left me.
Let's taste this fish.
The greens are good.
This is good.
Let me go on another fish.
This is good, y'all.
Y'all, I'm gonna put a little bit of greens, fish, and macaroni on this next bite. Let me just go in. Because I know Yolanda probably wants to see this and Van. So let me just go in here. Now the greens need to be done just a little bit more, but you like that combination? The cornbread.
The macaroni can go a little bit, just a little bit longer.
We're our worst critics, but that's okay. Let me go in on the cornbread. This cornbread is piping hot.
That's what's up.
I can't deal with what's happening in my mouth right now. Okay, so look. Don't forget, put the butter in the skillet before you pour the cornbread in. It's going to change your world. And don't forget to add the cream. What did I do?
The cream corn.
Look, we got to go. You know why? Because we got to eat this food for real. This is so good. Okay, what else did I need to tell you all? Let me see. Okay, so don't forget. Let's see what we got going on. I really want to eat that food. I can't.
It's good.
I can't even concentrate. I really want to eat that food. Okay, so look, our next live will be September 4th. So make sure you stay plugged in. And thank you all for coming on the live. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
We are growing. This is our third year of doing the live, the third season. So I really appreciate you supporting. And I look at all of your comments and feedback, and I'm just like so grateful to be able to pour into the lives of people, even if it's through food and through inspiration in some way or another. So I'm just really grateful for that. And don't forget that this month for us, this month is all about food, family, and creating fond memories. So we hope that you are, with your family somehow or another, even if it's virtually. Even if you're by yourself, find a way to connect with people. Spread love. Like, put out what you want to have. That's so important. I know sometimes we can feel isolated, but let's put out what we want to receive. I think when you do that, it comes back to you tenfold.
That's
And
true.
So, sister, I'm so happy that you finally came actually on the live to cook. And this has been a great moment.
Yeah.
Thank you all for, of course, sister. Thank you all for listening to our mom stories, and we're just, happy to have had her as long as we did, and just grateful as daughters. And there's so many things that we've learned from her about being a woman and about spreading love through our food, and her presence is missed in our family, but we're just grateful that God allowed us to have her for as long as we did. And so we just wanted to take a moment to honor her and celebrate her legacy, and just continue to be the women that she raised us to be. So that's all we really have for the live. I'm so happy. Jada, we're going to go tuning off here on this end. We are just so happy. Again, it's Friday. It's nice. It's just, family fun and all of that. So Jada, you want to tell everyone bye? They can't see you. All right. Sister, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No. I think we summed it all up.
Okay.
I want to eat this food.
Yeah, we want to eat this food, so we're going to wrap up this whole thing. Rodney, don't forget, try kale, try the celery in your kale, Rodney.
Where is dessert?
Dessert?
Well, it's going to be this cornbread.
The cornbread is really sweet. Who said where's dessert?
Can you inline too?
She L something Williams. I can't pronounce her
Okay,
first name.
we don't, speaking of Williams, I don't know if Chantel is on here. Don't do it just yet, Jada. When I gave last month we did tuna salad, and I was explaining to people tuna pasta salad that down south we typically will put in a little mustard in our salad. And that was like a big comment thing after the end. We had someone, Chantel was nervous to even post her salad because apparently she doesn't put mustard in it. She said, we're not going to shame her. So she said she's not doing it. So anywho, people, it has been great chatting with you. So good to have you on. Hey, Chris, how's it going? We're about to wrap it on up. See you, Keita. And you all have a blessed day. Chris, you're going to have to go back on the timeline, brother. Chris is my brother from another mother. And so you're going to have to go back on timeline, brother, and just, check it out.
Look at it.
All right, people. Have a great Hoppin' Johns. Chris, we're not making Hoppin' Johns today. We're not making Hoppin' Johns. Joni, that's Chris who wants Hoppin' Johns.
Yeah.
You guys need to talk on Facebook. I don't even really know how to make Hoppin' Johns. Do you? I know how to make it, but I don't make it.
Not really.
It's not really my thing. All right, people. Deuces. Peace.